On a crisp spring day in 1973, in the bustling streets of New York City, a man named Martin Cooper made a phone call that would forever alter the course of communication. Standing on 6th Avenue, surrounded by the hum of city life and the gaze of curious onlookers, Cooper reached into his coat pocket, pulled out a bulky device, and dialed a number. This wasn't just any call. It was the world's first mobile phone call, a daring step into what was then the realm of science fiction. This moment wasn't merely about technology. It was about breaking free from the chains of desks and tangled telephone cords. Martin Cooper, then an engineer at Motorola, held in his hands a prototype called the DynaTAC, a device that would come to be known as the world's first cellular phone. The device was as large as a brick, a far cry from today's sleek smartphones, and weighed almost a kilogram. Yet, despite its cumbersome size, it symbolized the dawn of a new era. Imagine the scene: skyscrapers towering above, taxis honking their horns, and there, amidst it all, a man talking into a phone with no wires, a spectacle that baffled passers-by. This historic call was not just a technical exercise, it was a bold declaration of innovation and independence. It challenged the status quo and demonstrated a future where people could communicate on the go, unbounded by physical constraints. Cooper's call wasn't just to anyone. He dialed his rival at Bell Labs, a touch of theatrical flair that underscored the competitive spirit of the times. It was a cheeky nod to the race for technological supremacy, a race that Cooper was determined to win. The implications of this moment were profound, setting the stage for a revolution that would transform how we interact with the world and with each other. It was a call that echoed beyond the noisy streets of New York into the annals of history, marking the beginning of a new chapter in the human story. The world was about to get a lot smaller, and communication a lot more personal. Martin Cooper's path to that groundbreaking call began long before 1973. Born in 1928 in Chicago, Cooper was a visionary from a young age, always tinkering with electronics and dreaming of inventions that could change the world. His academic journey led him to the Illinois Institute of Technology, where he immersed himself in electrical engineering, a field that was on the brink of revolutionary changes post-World War II. It was here that Cooper's fascination with communication technology began to take shape, fueled by the rapid advancements in radio and television. After completing his degree, Cooper joined Motorola, a company known then for its radios and later for its contributions to space technology. At Motorola, Cooper was part of a dynamic team that was pushing the boundaries of communication technology. His early work focused on developing handheld police radios, and later, the car phone, both of which laid the groundwork for his interest in personal and portable communications. It was this interest that led him to envision a device that could be carried by individuals, not just mounted in vehicles. Cooper's career at Motorola was marked by his relentless pursuit of innovation. He was not just an engineer, but a visionary who saw the potential of wireless communication long before it became a reality. His ideas often seemed futuristic, but his ability to turn these visions into tangible products was what set him apart. His leadership and innovative thinking were instrumental in steering Motorola's focus towards personal communication, setting the stage for his most famous invention. The environment at Motorola during the 1960s and early 70s was electric, charged with the excitement of the space age and the possibilities it heralded for technology. Cooper was deeply influenced by this atmosphere, driven by the belief that technology should serve personal freedom and connectivity. Under his guidance, Motorola began to shift from military and vehicle-based communication systems to something radically new: the personal portable cell phone. The creation of the mobile phone was not just an act of engineering, it was a feat of imagination. In the early 1970s, the concept of a handheld phone was nearly unthinkable. Phones were bulky, tethered to locations, and relied on a vast network of wires and cables. The challenge was immense: to create a device that could fit in the palm of a hand, be carried anywhere, and connect wirelessly to a network. This was the task that Martin Cooper and his team at Motorola set for themselves, a task that would require rethinking everything known about telecommunications. Developing the DynaTAC, the prototype that Cooper would use to make the first mobile call, involved overcoming numerous technical hurdles. The team had to invent new types of batteries that were powerful, yet small enough to be portable. They had to develop circuitry that could handle the unique demands of mobile communication, Every component of the traditional telephone had to be miniaturized and redesigned to withstand the rigors of being carried in a pocket or a handbag. Cooper's leadership in this project was pivotal. He was not just the chief engineer, he was the chief evangelist, constantly pushing his team to think beyond the limitations of current technology. His approach was hands-on, often diving into the technical details himself, troubleshooting problems, and encouraging his team to think creatively. The atmosphere in the lab was one of high energy and high stakes, a constant buzz of activity as the team raced against competitors and against the skepticism of those who said it couldn't be done. When the first prototype of the DynaTAC was completed, it was a marvel of modern engineering. Despite its size and weight, it represented a quantum leap in technology. Its creation was not just about assembling parts. It was about creating a new relationship between people and technology. The phone was designed with a simple interface, making it accessible to everyone, not just engineers or technophiles. Its design spoke of future possibilities, where communication could be as free and mobile as the people using it. April 3, 1973, was a day earmarked in the annals of technological history, the day Martin Cooper made the first public call from a handheld mobile phone. The setting was 6th Avenue in New York City, a deliberate choice by Cooper to demonstrate the mobile phone's utility in the real world. As he dialed the number of his counterpart at Bell Labs, the significance of the moment was palpable. This was not just a technical demonstration, it was a bold challenge to the existing paradigms of communication. The call itself was brief, but its implications were monumental. Cooper's words were clear, transmitted through the air without the aid of wires or cables, a feat that seemed like magic to those who witnessed it. The device in his hand, though bulky by today's standards, was a beacon of future potential. It promised a new era where distance and location would no longer constrain communication. The public and media reaction was one of awe and excitement, mixed with a healthy dose of skepticism about the viability of such technology. This event was not just about showcasing a new gadget, it was about illustrating the potential of cellular technology. It was a proof of concept that would pave the way for the development of the cellular networks that today crisscross the globe, connecting billions of people. The demonstration also served as a catalyst for the mobile communication industry, which would grow exponentially in the decades to follow. Companies around the world were inspired to invest in and explore the possibilities of mobile technology. In the days and weeks following the call, the story of the mobile phone began to spread, capturing the imagination of people everywhere. It was a story of freedom, the freedom to communicate from anywhere and everywhere. It sparked discussions and debates about how this technology could and would reshape society. The impact of Cooper's call extended far beyond the technological community. It reached into the lives of everyday people, hinting at a future that was more connected than ever before. The introduction of the mobile phone initiated a profound transformation in society, a change that went far beyond the technical aspects of the device. Before the advent of mobile technology, communication was static and location-bound. The idea of making a phone call meant being tethered to a specific place, be it a home, office, or phone booth. Martin Cooper's invention shattered these constraints, ushering in a new era of dynamic communication. The mobile phone catalyzed changes in social interactions, business practices, and emergency services. It allowed people to stay connected with family and friends, irrespective of their physical location. It enabled businesses to operate more efficiently, with employees able to communicate on the move. Perhaps most critically, it transformed emergency responses, allowing people in distress to reach help from anywhere. This shift also had deeper cultural implications. The mobile phone changed how people perceive time and space. With the ability to communicate instantly, the pace of life accelerated. People began to expect faster responses, quicker information, and more immediate connections. This had a ripple effect on everything from media consumption to personal relationships, fundamentally altering human behavior and expectations. The societal impact of the mobile phone also extended to issues of privacy and security. As mobile devices became more integrated into daily life, they also became repositories of personal information. This raised new concerns about data protection and surveillance, issues that are still being navigated today. The mobile phone, therefore, is not just a tool of convenience. It is a complex instrument that reflects and affects the society in which it operates. The legacy of Martin Cooper's first mobile call is monumental, influencing countless aspects of modern life. From that first bulky device in 1973 to today's sleek smartphones, the evolution of mobile technology has been rapid and transformative. Today, smartphones are not just communication devices. They are portable computers, cameras, and gateways to the internet, embodying a multitude of functions that were unimaginable at the time of Cooper's call. Reflecting on this journey underscores the incredible pace of technological advancement and innovation. The mobile phone has become an essential part of modern existence, influencing economics, culture, and personal lives globally. It has democratized information and communication, making these accessible to billions of people worldwide. In many ways, the mobile phone has become a symbol of human progress. Martin Cooper's vision of mobile communication has indeed paved the way for a more connected and accessible world. His invention was a key catalyst in the technological revolution, a testament to the power of human ingenuity and its capacity to reshape the world. As we look to the future, the ongoing evolution of mobile technology continues to promise new possibilities, challenges, and opportunities. The story of the mobile phone is far from over. It is continually being written with each new innovation and each new user. As we reflect on this journey, it is clear that the impact of that first mobile call on 6th Avenue will be felt for generations to come, a lasting legacy of connectivity and change.